Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to Hearts of Iron number 4. We're currently here playing as a country of Estonia. As you can see, I've tried something back to Estonia back in 1948. So quite a while after the normal end of the Second World War, we're going to see where we actually end up in this particular scenario as such. As you might remember, we're actually working on basically building up compliance. Compliance set at 58% here and 52% there. Just double check. Let's make sure that basically all the relevant bits have been done here. So it's this one we're working towards. So we need to basically effect will be known as okay. We need to have the following. The Baltic Unitary State is a subject. Trøndelag, Nord-Norge, Lapland and Nordland. So this is Nord-Norge. This is Lapland. This is Nordland. Where's Nord-Norge? Nord-Norge. Okay, sorry, hold on. So let's just double check this. So we're having here Nord-Norge, Nordland, Lapland and Trøndelag. Nordland, Lapland. I do need this one as well, isn't it? So have I got this one set to be included in there? So if I basically just take this entire army group, yes, it is included in there. So this still stands at 53 at the moment. 54, 58. So yeah, it's progressing, but it takes time. Now you might remember from the last episode, we did have some substantial losses that we suffered, unfortunately. We're trying to recover from those, but it will take some time. What are we doing here? Okay, so we're still fighting over here. That's fine. So I suspect these are the Italians that are looking to invade these bits of Canada, which as far as I'm concerned is perfectly fine. Now it does say we got insufficient resources of sorts. I'm not sure that is correct, so I'm just going to let the clock do its thing over here. We're working our way towards Sydney, as you can see here. There's not a heck of a lot of stuff left here to do. But of course we do want to basically get our hands on as much of this territory as possible. Sorry, are they both of those? Ah, they're both occupied, yes. That wasn't entirely clear to me. Okay, so this is basically fully surrounded, as you can see. And of course, I think this division can even move down here already. Is there more supply depots over here? Possibly. But really, Sydney is our biggest target here, so to speak. Let's try to cut these guys off here, so they're out of supplies as well. Should serve me quite well. Perfect. Okay, and then from there I can attack as well. Again, making our way towards Sydney here. Technology-wise, there's not a lot of research left for us to do in reality. As you can see, we do have a variety of different things we're working our way through here. It's not a massive amount, but still, any little bit is welcome here, so to say. Hold on. Okay, let's just pull these back. Now we do have train line connections here, as you can see. Let's have a quick look here. So can I do anything with train lines here? It doesn't look like, but let's select our own territory first. Then talk about train lines. For some reason I can only select the train lines once I've actually had my own territory selected. Perfect. So what I can now do, as you can see, we're working on factories and infrastructure and so forth. Perfect. Let's push that towards the top, so at least we got more supplies to flow through there as well. Let's have a quick look at that supply map again. In reality, we should set this to be fully done by trucks, like we've got over there, which of course extends our range substantially. I think the first thing we want to do is, of course, we want to make sure that all of this is properly cared for, catered for, etc. There we go. Let's take Canberra from them as well. This will take a moment for, of course, the supplies to start running through to our troops here. And you straight away see the impact of this. So we still got a few cities left here, as you can see. Canberra being the biggest one over there. Okay. Adelaide is over there. But if I take their capital out firstly, that would be a massive step forward already. And there's no defenses there whatsoever, which makes my job just that little bit easier. Again, if I can surround those units, so much the better. Oh, I've been attacked here, it looks like, which, okay, happens. Okay. Melbourne is the new capital, because now half the continent, or at least pretty much half the continent, is in our hands. Now we got no units there working their way through at the moment. Of course, I need to keep an eye on my navy, because of course I keep on producing new units, but I'm not really utilizing them as such. So if I select these and actually allocate them to there, I can then send them that way. Whereas this one, I can of course merge into there, which is fine. That's one of the biggest ones in reality. And if I then set this one to do convoy raiding as well, that should kick them off and get them moving. Right. Okay, let's try to cut them off there. Again, the more territory we can take here, the easier our job gets to be. These guys can keep on moving here. Unfortunately, it's lots of micromanagement, as you can see, which is a bit of a pity. Sometimes that's just the way of things here. All right. Okay. Let's actually assist in this. So if I can cut off this entire section, that would be absolutely amazing. Let's make our way to Adelaide then. From there. Why are we making our way up there? I've got no clue. We got an invasion taking place? No, there's no invasion whatsoever. It's... Hold on, who's that? Is that the Hungarians? Yes, Greater Hungary. And actually tank units over as well. In terms of our logistics. Look at the number of trucks we got in the stockpile. It's huge. 17,000. How did I ever get to have 17,000? It's like, wow. That probably means I can actually modify my production somewhat. Could I not? Okay, research here will complete soon. Nope, no chance of doing that. Baltic Wall. Oh yeah, it's another one of those at the bottom. Let's just do that. Makes so little difference to us do that or not. Okay. Cool. That would basically take them along the entire railway there. And these units would be cut off for sure. That's most definitely what we will see here. Okay. Let's make your way to Melbourne. Let's make your way there. Actually, let's take this in here as well. They're cut off from supplies there anyway, so they should be suffering. Then, of course, here we got Tasmania as a section that's left.
Neid tagasi, härra! Jah, härra! Valmis!
Okay.
Rivistage! Valmis!
Okay, these guys here are still currently being supplied. That's fine. Now, if I basically have a look at what's actually happening up here in terms of supplies, we got supplies flowing through there. That's fine. Through there, through there, through there. There's another supply depot here. There is another supply station there. All right. There's not much left of the Australians over here. Let's have a look here. So let's basically import more from Germany. I do need more aluminum. And I can actually get also some from the Germans. And I'm getting too much now. There we go. Rubber we can get from Japan. So have a look at our production. As you can see, we're producing a fair number of tanks. Still similar tanks to what we had before. Let's increase the production of that. And I can actually upgrade this to a next type. This is type 2. I can upgrade to type 3. This does require steel as well as Because we're all upgrading all of this to mechanized. That's why. I don't need the same number of trains as I did before, so I can reduce that slightly. That means that this number will go up. I've got 22 in reserve, so I can reduce this as well, because of course I'm already there for a large part. And where I should be.
Ja, herra! Valmis!
All right. Indian units are defending this territory, it looks like. It's okay.
Valmis, herra!
All right, after I've done that, we go there, we go there, we go there, we go there. So give them a good path to follow. So we can also defend whatever is in need of being defended.
Ja, herra!
And now Perth is the capital. So basically Australia has shrunk to pretty much a client state of Italy, at least in terms of occupation at the moment. Let's have a look in terms of our own production here. So as you can see, we're working on that train line here quite nicely. We're working on a variety of different bits here, including some ports and so forth that need a bit of work on there. We've still got a few factories we're working on as well. Let's get those repairs done quickly first. And then the other bits get done subsequently. Australia has capitulated. Now that's good news. That most definitely is good news. Okay, we can work on the next level of torpedo launchers, which are really used by the cruisers and potentially even the destroyers, if they basically mount any of those. As you can see, I need even more steel now. 2, 3, 4. I've got a surplus of this now, interestingly enough. And I've got a shortage now. Okay. Still got that surplus here. And now that surplus is pretty much gone, which is great. Now, if I look at my Air Force, where is my Air Force currently? All over the place, to be honest. Let's have a look at here. These guys here. I actually haven't set a target for them yet. Can I reach them here? Yeah, I can reach New England, as you can see, or I can reach Eastern Canada. Let's start launching them. Okay, let's have a look. So we're basically launching our rockets, which is perfectly fine. And these are wing rockets. Why? Oh, okay, they're all the correct type of rocket. Now, it was interesting to see that I actually jumped back to an older type, even ever so briefly, but okay. Up to here once again. They're basically patrolling the Labrador Sea. Could I deploy more fighters? Yes, I could. Again, we're going to work on aerial superiority here, and we're going to do that over here. Okay, what's our compliance looking like now? 53, 58, so we're getting closer to where we need to be. Up here we're though at 54. Now what is the reason for that being at 54? That's a really good question, I'm not sure. Let's have a look. So these guys are working there quite strongly, quite clearly. Higher resistance. Let's see what we can do this way. Just shuffling them around a little bit. Let's go back to Australia, because Australia is almost fully in our hands. How comes? Oh, okay, I guess they did a bit good job from over there as well. In terms of cryptography, whose code should we work on next? We got China already. Shanking. Okay. And we got India. So let's work on both of those, to be honest. They both need to be done. Convoy rating is all in our favor, as you can see. Large modern frame. Cool. Nice. Now, I don't want to work my way through that section. Fire control methods. I can start working on if I wanted to. That might be quite interesting to work with. Okay. Let's get that entire army located down here in Melbourne. Let's them take the train. Sure, the Dutch are here, it looks like. These troops are not ours, but that's okay. Ooh, actually it's Americans as well. It's the Dutch and the Americans. So these are the territorial command units from the Dutch. Look at the number of units flying back from here. So New Zealand, are they still one of our opponents? It does look like it, doesn't it? Separate fire mains. Diesel-powered emergency pumps. Magnetic mines. Okay, interesting. Not exactly what I'm looking for at the moment, but that's okay. We could, of course, go for a better design of our destroyers. We lost a submarine, not lots of submarines, a submarine. That's okay. Right, these guys, we are going to start preparing a naval invasion from here. Into... Alright, let's do that again. So we'll start doing that naval invasion from here into... I was going to say Wellington, but I can't apparently. Is that because it's beyond reach? There we go. Okay. So can I assign all of them to there? I can. Of course, the one thing I need to work on now is, of course, making sure that I get all my aircraft in that region to help with, of course, getting better control of those seas as such. As you can see, all the weaponry is already at the top level. Nothing we can do here other than maybe get the war austerity trains, which could be useful. In terms of my losses, I lost a total of 291,000, of which I lost 150,000 to the United Kingdom. Here it says the Netherlands still exists. Where does it exist? Interestingly enough. Where? There's nothing here, is there? That's basically German territory now. There was a tiny chunk here earlier. Of course, my only problem with that one was that there was no supplies coming in. And maybe that's something I need to basically work on myself. So let's select the territory here. Let's say that it is something that we want to add into there. So if I want to add a port here, can I? I can. Okay, so let's put these bits at the very, very top of the list. Because without a port, we're not going to get far here. Without a port, you won't have supplies that are flowing into here, which means that all of these units will be out of supplies. Right, we could get some war bonds started here if we wanted to. What other options have we got? We got here institute censorship, which I don't want to do. I don't want to do these options. I don't want to do that either. I can help support those states there as such, which, okay, that's fine. Let's leave it as such for now. Let's again look at our compliance here. Is that shifting? 58, 53, 55, or 58, 58, 53, and 55. Okay, I guess that's improving. We just need to get it above that 60% mark. Then we can really start doing something about it. Perfect. Detailed fire control, which I don't think I really needed as such, but okay. Let's get those smoke generators up and running on those destroyers. We are in 1948 still.
Yeah, hurrah!
All right. Okay, so I got my Air Force having units over here. Tasmanian Sea I'm going to work on. Tasmanian Sea I'm going to work on. Okay, if I look at the naval side of things here, naval supremacy is low. So if I basically get my entire fleet up to here, hold on, did I? Okay, why is that only 4 ships? Oh. Okay, that's pretty big anyways. Is it beyond control or not? I'm not sure. So he is a decent officer. He is a good officer as well. He's level 6 though. So if I select this one here, and I send it out all the way over here, let's see what that does for me. And then I actually add onto here the fact that basically firstly, they need to base them here, and then we're basically going to work on the Tasmanian Sea. Making sure we get full control over that as well. One second, guys. Apologies about that, and it actually seems I actually forgot to pause the game. I did pause the recording, but not the game. But luckily we had it in slow speed anyway. So that's perfectly fine. Not a big issue, so that's okay. So as you can see, we got these submarines operating here already. What does that do for our naval supremacy? We got 100% supremacy, which is marvelous. Once we are ready, this is going to take about 50 days, which is a little while. We should be ready to basically then start advancing through the islands over there. Let's have another look here. So we got 9 over there. We got 1 over there. Perfect. Now this, again, I can send over there. I can straight away set it to convoy raiding. Perfect. So what can we do here in the meantime? Why is this disappeared? Did I not set something there originally? So there's a couple of options I cannot access. Artillery design is one of the ones I can do. I think I'm going to choose that one because I can still do some research in that particular area as such. Production weapons. Ooh, we do need to basically build some extras, it looks like. Am I currently recruiting? I am recruiting here further divisions of garrisons. I'm going to set it to 2. I don't want to basically overdo that. Yes, I do want to get lots of them, but I don't want to overdo it as such. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's add a few more here. if I then go back here and actually set these to have a target of there and a target of there, that would be great. At least get my equipment utilized there fully. Let's just have a quick look. What design is this actually? These are medium tanks. And I'm currently producing not medium tanks, but light tanks. So I'll create a duplicate of this. And then put on here light tanks instead. I cannot choose that for some reason. Okay, that's fine. Let's call this differently. Light tank design. Need to learn to spell. Save that as an alternative. If I now train more of these, as you can see, I've got a lot more of this equipment ready. And again, I can set the same location for those as well. Right here, this is complete, perfect. So we got that Baltic wall done. There's not much else we can do here, unless of course we can go for that one, which I still cannot. So again, I'm going to go back here to the suppress subjects. So I should do suppress subject. Autonomy in subject is reduced, or resistance target is reduced. I think that's a good one to go for now. Let's look back here at the compliance. Let's again look at our occupied territory options. We got civilian oversight. That seems to be the best one in terms of what we get in here. There's nothing that gets a positive on here, which is a bit unfortunate. Republic of Cyprus. Do we own Cyprus, really? Cyprus. I guess I've got that occupied. Interesting. And it's got 70% compliance. Wow. That is pretty cool. Right, how is our preparation going? We're at 38 days already. So we can look at our navy here. Where are we with these guys? We're still over there. We're not there yet. We still got a wee while to go before we get there. Smoke generators, nice. Sonar, yes, we can do with some sonar. So we can of course work on a different design of destroyers. So you can see I've got my minesweepers here. I've got a destroyer hull for 1936, which isn't level. Destroyers. This is level 2. Let's pick the dual purpose battery. Fire control, radar, torpedo launchers, engines level 2 only. Why have I got engines level 2 only? Okay. Not quite sure why, but that should be okay. So these guys I can start producing as soon as I get more of that left. That's fine. Let's get that clock running again. Numbers in here do shift a little bit sometimes, not massively, but they do shift. Have we got our port up and running? Yes, we do. We still got a little bit of a supply issue, not massive, but there is still a bit of a supply issue going on there. These guys are still available here, as you can see.
Ja, herra!
Why are you using tanks for that purpose? That's a really good question. I've got no answer to, unfortunately.
Ja, herra! Tähelepanu!
Okay. Okay, who owns this currently? The Portuguese. And they're currently at war there. Hold on, who occupies it? It's them.
Ja, herra!
Ah, so there's no connection as such directly between this and that, is there? So if I basically go from here to there, that will require a bit of effort, but okay, we'll get there. I've got 28% naval supremacy here, really? Why 28%? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why that number keeps on shifting either. Let's have a look back at our navy. These guys here, I can actually start here with a strike force, which can set up for that region there. I can upgrade the ship. Interesting. I can do repair now on multiple of these ships. A fair number of them, actually. They seem to have been damaged, I guess, in the crossing, but again, that's not entirely sure. Let's go for these other batteries here, I think. So what are things I could do? I can set it to patrol there, yeah. Will that improve my odds? Yes. And then I can actually do the naval invasion support as well. Let's go for the next hull design. Yes, it'll take a few days to do, but we will get there eventually.
Ja, herra! Rivistages!
You see, these guys are being bombarded properly here now.
Liigume!
Okay. You see, now we got Auckland in our hands. We basically are able to do some proper damage to them here.
Ja, herra! Ja, herra!
Make our way over to Wellington.
Tähelepanu!
Again, still benefiting, of course, from the fact that we got the coast in our hands here as well. Austerity trains, really? Yeah, I could, of course, work on the railway gun. It's more like just trying to think of things I can actually do, but there's nothing major in reality. Okay, so that's 55. What's the limit for him? Has he got a limit? 72. So 70 will basically get close to the limit, but it actually won't exceed the limit as such, which is perfectly fine. 59 and 59. That makes these far, far better than before. resistance strength is still dropping.
Ja, herra! Rivistone!
Sweet. Okay, I got a brand new division ready. Need to put a general on there, and this one would probably be ideal. He's a ranger, he's a infantry leader, infantry expert, organizer, and he's a veteran anti-Bolshevik. Okay. Okay, let's consolidate a few of these here. Let's consolidate these two. Make sure again I'm back at 10 out of 10.
Edasi! Valmis! Rivistone!
Okay.
Ja, herra!
Okay.
Valmis! Ja, herra!
Okay, let's actually set a proper front line for these guys here. There we go. We're gonna push, 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 push. And we're executing that as well. I know we don't have much. But every little bit helps. That's the way it is.
Tähelepanu!
Okay.
Valmis, härra! Tähelepanu!
Okay, once that is cut off, there won't be any supplies for them anymore.
Valmis!
Which of course is great. Less supplies for them, the merrier.
Valmis!
Ooh, New Zealand is capitulated. 50% of their stockpile. Oh wow. Okay, so the country's capitulated, but Baltic unitary states. Yes, we got some lands here in the Pacific.
Rivistage! Rivistage! Valmis!
Okay, so let's have a talk here with these guys. So it says conditional surrender. Hold on, what does that mean? What does conditional surrender mean here?
Tähelepanu!
Okay, really? Ah, hold on, the rest has gone to Japan? I didn't even get to negotiate or anything. Bracket shooting, okay, interesting. Different attack have basically been boosted, okay, that's fine.
Ja, herra!
I guess because Japan has been contributing to all of this as well, which, yeah, they have. Which makes sense. What is this? This is Romanian territory now. Good. So we've got Japanese territory. We still got Free France here. Are we fighting with Free France or are they one of our allies? We are fighting against them. Okay, cool.
Valmis!
So from there, we are going to be invading that territory there. That means, of course, that these guys here okay, these guys here can actually start operating. Well, not there. Let's choose the correct one. Yeah, the Chinese can go up in the tree in this particular instance. And then of course these guys we can pick and choose. Pretty sure I chose these guys here already, but that's okay. To support the naval invasion there. So what have we got? We basically got supremacy. Yes, we do. Okay. Sonar was researched. Next level of sonar goes through the pipe. Institute censorship is something we could work on. I can convert factories. I don't want to do that. War bonds is a possibility. Heroism. I don't really need that at the moment, I think, to be fair. 1.2. Okay, so oil is in the negative at the moment. Interesting. So aluminum I got a surplus. Oil I need to import more. Steel, once again, I need to import more. Tires, I need to import more once again. I've got a little bit too much of this, to be fair. All right, sorry about this small interruption. So we got our units here ready. How many did I actually assign to there? To be honest, I don't think I need all of them. So remove some of that. The top section should be more than fine. To work our way through that. Perfect. So we got some territory here. Where are we going to let that start? Over there. Our Air Force. How are we doing with our Air Force? We got new... Ooh, yes, I got this one here. Eastern Canada. Really? Where is it located? Up here. Okay. Why are we not firing anything? Maybe it's basically there's nothing to fire on anymore. Let's fire on that province instead then. Let's make sure we do our convoy raiding with these guys. There's no real use in basically having certain units just sitting idle, is there? Why is this not got an admiral? Okay, probably because of course they're fresh units. Southern England, they've just undergone repairs, I guess. Okay. All task force Baltic unit. No, I don't want to do that. These guys ought to be joining there. Okay, I'm a bit confused there, but hold on. If I assign these guys there, do you want to assign all the task force of Baltic unit fleet to? Why is this set to hold? Why is this called hold? Let's just call that fleet 2. Okay, so guys, I think it's a great time for us to basically call it a day. So we basically have been partaken in the conquest of Australia. And then we went straight after New Zealand directly after that. And we're actually going to go for, I believe that this is this the Solomons? I'm not sure. I might be wrong. Yeah, it's the Solomon Sea. So that would presumably be the Solomons. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, take care. Bye-bye.